In this video, we will create a rounding rule. To start, click on Setup on the top toolbar and select Rounding from the drop menu. This rule simplifies payable time calculations by rounding your punch times. For our easy customer, there is an upgrade option for shift rounding if needed. Custom rounding is also available for purchase. To begin, click on Add Rounding found on the left side of your screen. Enter your rounding ID. Keep in mind that these are used as search filters throughout the system. Enter a rounding ID description if needed. Once complete, click on Punch Rounding tab. Punch Rounding rule applies to all the punches on the employee time card screen. Here you can select from a 5-minute rounding, which will round 2 minutes before, 3 minutes after every 5-minute mark, a 10-minute rounding, which will round 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after every 10-minute mark, or a 15-minute rounding, which will round 7 minutes before and 8 minutes after every 15-minute mark. I can also select Do Not Apply Rounding to Meal. As an example, if you select a 10-minute rounding and a punch comes through the system at 8:04, that punch will be rounded back to 8 o'clock. If the punch comes through the system at 8:06, it'll be forwarded to 8:10. Once complete, click on the Shift Rounding tab. Shift rounding only applies to the first and last punch of the day. This is based on the time already entered under your shift/meal rule. If regular punch rounding was selected, that rule will apply to any punches done between the first and last punch of the day. Here you can select Apply Punch Rounding as a default, 5-minute rounding, 10-minute rounding, 15-minute rounding, or variable rounding. Under variable rounding, you can enter up to 60 minutes before and after your shift start and end. As an example, if you enter 30 minutes before and your shift start time is at 8 a.m., any punches done a half an hour earlier will automatically be rounded to 8 a.m., and calculations will begin at that time. Once complete, click Save and Close.